G'day! Today I'm going to be showing off my four-sided, fully automatic wood farm. It produces all the crimson and warped that you could ever want. That's right. It is an advanced farm, so it has a control panel with many levers so we can change everything from fuel flow to automation mode. It is fan-bloody-tastic. Now, obviously, this farm took me quite a long time to complete in survival mode in my Let's Play series called Minecraft Down Under. So obviously if you like what you see, make sure you smash those buttons, leave a like, comment below, share on your favourite social media. It will be much appreciated. So we're going to be doing a full tour. I'll show how it works. I'm going to switch it on and all that good stuff. So please stay tuned. All right, so where do we start the actual tour? Holy smokes, I've got a lot to show you guys. So we're going to be obviously starting in the basement because that's where the front door actually leads to. Then we're going to be going up to the control panel with all the levers and obviously show you the inner workings, the guts, the silo. And did I mention it has its very own bone meal farm? That's right. It's pretty much self-sufficient, which is fan-bloody-tastic. Now, I suppose we'll just start on the outside here. You're probably thinking, why this shape? Well, we actually constructed the four-sided wood farm out of obsidian and a lot of redstone, a lot of pistons, and as you can imagine, it was a right old mess. Holy smokes, was it a mess. So we constructed this, I don't know, this shell, this fake castle around the farm to hide all the workings, and it actually turned out pretty good. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. It also hides, obviously, our bone meal farm that's in there and the silo and all that good stuff. It's all built into this fake castle, which is technically just a four-sided wood farm. So let's get this tour started. Okay, so coming up to the front door, there's nothing real special about this. We're going to the basement. What do you expect in a basement of some place? Really, there's not much. So in the basement, obviously, we have our storage silos and recycler. So it's probably the best spot to start of this tour. So on the left hand side you've got our advanced recycler, and on the right we've got a storage silo which automatically sorts and puts all these byproducts in the right chests. Now on the left here, so the advanced recycler, the reason why I have pretty much two storage units here, the advanced recycler, what it actually does is we built this first because I wanted to select, just say I wanted to keep only one item. Well, I can just flick a few levers here and I can literally just keep one of these items. Or I want to get rid of all the items and just keep one, I can do that too, which is fantastic. Say, example, say our silo on the right hand side here is full of roots here. And it's completely full, but our other chests are not yet full. What I can do is come over here and flick this lever, boom. So everything now is all the roots are just being recycled now, and all the rest are being sorted into the designated chests. Now, if I ever build another version of this, I'll be cleaning this system up. This is my version 1 farm, and obviously I've got so many ideas for a version 2 farm. When we were building these two sides here, we were sort of coming up with all these other ideas to combine these two units into one mega unit, and I thought, no, we'll do that in the next version of the farm when we build something a little bigger. It's already big, I know. Okay, as you can see, the two wood here, this is what the farm produces, then that's the rest of the byproduct. The two bits of wood here actually filled up quite quickly in the unit here. We actually have now, we're actually sending the two wood to its very own silo. I'm not even kidding you. Yeah, so and the silo is quite large. I'll take you out there next, and this end one here is just a miscellaneous if any other junk works its way into the system. So let's go to the silo. So the wood now gets automatically sent. I can technically remove all the chests here and just sort of have it go straight through. But it goes under the floor now and heads all the way over to our wood silo. Check this out. Now, as you can imagine, I'm not going to be running out of space for me flaming wood anytime soon. On the right here, we've got the warped. And on the left, we've got the crimson, which the farm produces both at the same time. And yeah, I don't think this is going to be filling up anytime soon, but you never know. So I made sure I had plenty of storage. The wood, the farm actually pretty much funded itself when it comes to hoppers. Obviously, I've got an iron farm, so I had unlimited iron, and then the wood itself for building all the chests and stuff, yeah, come from the farm itself, which is quite good. Now, this is in one of, obviously, the 4 towers of our fake castle. Come back down. Now, if you go straight ahead here, over here, to, well, you'd say this is the right. This area over here is where our self-sufficient stuff starts. So up in here is the kelp farm, which automatically turns itself into bone meal. We got a whole system back there that breaks it all down and sends it to the bone meal storage, which we'll be getting to very soon. That's what makes the farm self-sufficient, because obviously it uses a butt ton of bone meal to keep the farm going, and it recycling some of the items just doesn't keep it self-sufficient, so we needed the bone meal as an extra boost to the farm. So as you can see, these are just water tanks here, kelp growing. Kelp grows to a certain point and it breaks off, and we have the hoppers actually hidden in the sand that sucks up all the items instantly, so you get no floaties in the tank. So it's a unique twist on the kelp farm there. So let's keep going here. Come on down, back down to the storage / recycling area. And we'll go through to, I think we'll go to the control room next. I don't think I'll show you all the redstone until probably last, the guts of her. So we'll do that last. So that's that ladder. That goes up to some redstone and other things. So we'll head on up to the control room now. So up we go. Ding! Alright, welcome to the control room, and finally you get to see pretty much the inners of the farm here. Holy smokes, that was the only problem about this design. We sort of started in the basement and worked our way up, but as you can see, check this out. How cool is this view? We can stand here, we can watch all the explosions happen and all that good stuff. We'll be taking it for a burn very soon, so be patient. Now, here's the control panel. The control panel, we wanted to make this farm so we can control everything. We can turn the farm on and off. We have the TNT mode. We have, like, you know, fully automatic, or we can turn it on to manual. And we have the bone meal grinder, which what that does is if you turn that to on, pretty much it bypasses all those recyclers downstairs and tells the entire machine to recycle everything but wood, literally. So I can switch that to on, and everything but wood is being turned back into bone meal for the farm itself. We can even turn the fuel supply for each wing on and off as well, which is bloody fantastic. It is awesome. I've got the fuel supply on, obviously. I've got all that bone meal draining down and filling it all up so we can, you know, take it for a burn, because I've already taken this girl here for a good few hours burn. She works perfectly, bloody flawlessly. So we'll come back to that shortly. Yep, we'll be turning her on, and I'll show you all that in a second. So while we're at this angle, I can actually show you a little bit more how it works. So as you can see, all these trees here are being pushed into the middle, where a TNT duper pretty much automatically detects when a tree grows, and it drops the TNT down to go bang. And then obviously we got a nice pull down there to suck everything up. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's like the simplified version. We'll go down and I'll show you a bit more of the advanced stuff very shortly. So come on upstairs to the fake area, the viewing area of the castle. So alright, so you can sort of look off the edge if you want. I was going to put railings here, but actually it took away from the look, so I just kept it like full blocks. Most everything's built out of slabs, so we don't have mob spawning problems at night time. Now over here is the this is the bone meal storage actually, and we've got the fuel going, so the fuel's actually, or the bone meal is the fuel, so it is flowing into all where it needs to go on both sides. Actually, this one stopped, so it looks like this one is the only one that needs to fill up right now. So that's the bone meal storage. Everything comes up the chute, or like randomly goes left or right to fill up left or right. So yeah, the recycler downstairs, or in that tower there is our kelp farm going into bone meal as well. Everything gets sent up here to go for storage. So when the farm's not running, it's building itself bone meal back up, because the obviously the kelp farm is always running 24/7 when I'm working on other projects in my survival world here, like my main base, which, you know, I built a lot out of this wood too, so as you can see. Okay, so nothing really to see over here, nothing, because inside there, if we cracked that open, we would find the bone meal farm. Over here, we got a little bit of a view deck. You could come out here. Underneath us is our silos, but we can go out here and sort of have a look around. This whole area is a work in progress. What are you doing down here? A work in progress. I'm slowly building my survival world here. Okay, so back in we go. I think it's time for a demonstration. That's right, we've sort of had a look around now. You guys have seen the farm roughly. We want to see the farm work. Come on. You guys are here to see the farm actual function. Alright, so let's turn her on. So fuel's on, obviously. I want an automatic mode, so when a tree grows, TNT automatically goes off. And we just have to switch it on now. Boom. Okay, sorry about the noise. She's probably going to be quite loud, but let's see if we can't get it in action. Oh, there we go. Bang. And that's how it works. So, pretty much, oh, see the bits of wood going down there? I don't know if you guys just seen that. See if we can get some on cam here. If we be patient, it will, there we go. Oh, that missed the block there. Sometimes the TNT will miss the obsidian in the middle. That's okay. Boom. Oh, look at that. Watch this. And bang. And everything gets sucked up. See? That's literally how it works. Look at that. All that lovely wood. And that's how we get the shroom lighting. You get a whole bunch of stuff. So you just can sit here AFK now. Let it go. Yep. Let it go. Eventually, yeah, it gets pushed in the middle. There we go. There's one just got pushed in the middle there. And another TNT goes down. See? And more wood. And that's literally how it works. And eventually, well, see, that's quite high. That's actually the highest I've seen in a while. And that's how we get the vines and stuff breaking off. That's how it becomes like an automatic vine farm and stuff. Boom, more wood. See? That's literally how it works. And eventually, it'll clear its own spot out in the middle. See? It's just, yeah, it's clearing itself out. Bang. And there's systems in place to prevent it automatically putting too much TNT down. That's right. So so obviously if two trees grew at once, there is like a cutoff switch that allows only a certain amount of TNT to go off, and we can adjust that in full. That's right, we can turn it up to go faster, we can turn it to go slower, but the problem is, when you have too much TNT going off, you're probably like, I'll just flood it with TNT. Well, that's when you get TNT flying out everywhere. So we have it set to a specific, like a set standard. I think it's 0.5 ticks and allows an XTNT. But it's just, yeah, you guys have no clue. Well, actually, the people that watch my Let's Play series, we did so many episodes, so many hours, fine-tuning, adjusting the redstone, putting more redstone in, finding errors, finding bugs, putting safety features in, so, you know, obviously the TNT doesn't go off and go flying out. We found out lots. We even had a TNT explosion in the redstone when we were building this because we, you know, so many errors. But look, see, it's just boom. Yeah, wood. Look at it all go down there. And we got so much wood, more wood than we were expecting. Okay, so let's let this be. We'll turn it off now. Oh, do you guys want to see it from the top end? Probably. Come on, let me take you up there. All right, up, while she's running. Open the door, just in case you want to see it from this angle. There you go. A little bit of a different angle. You can't hear all the dispensers and stuff running, or the redstone. And, yeah. So, just say you want to turn it off automatic mode. So, did you see the TNT wasn't going off even when the tree grew there? Well, even when there wasn't a tree growing, because it, it detects the tree. It detects the tree when it grows and puts the TNT down. Only when something happens in this farm will the TNT go off. But sometimes you don't want that, which is fine. That's why we got the automatic mode on and off system. We installed that bad boy. So if we switch this lever now, TNT will constantly drop. Switch it. Automatic mode is now off, and it doesn't matter if the tree is growing or not. It just keeps going. See, boom, keeps going, just keeps going over and over and over. So yeah, but obviously sometimes the tree's not growing, so it's yeah, you don't need it constantly running, but we have that feature installed anyway, see? And then if we turn that back off, so now TNT will only drop when there's something growing. See? Which is much better. Much better. I like it like that, but some people might just have TNT dropping constantly. Yeah, so let's go ahead and turn off the farm now. You're probably like, wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've run it for a few hours, no issues so far. Obviously, an overnight run would probably be more. It will show more errors in the farm, maybe. But I think we've done enough, many hours of testing, running on off safety features, adjustments. I think we nailed it. I think I'm not 100%. But yeah, oh, is it nighttime? Yes, it is. All right, let me jump into bed here real quick. Why is there monsters nearby? Fine, you know what? There must be something on top of us. Let's jump into bed here. There we go. I always carry a bed around me with these showcase videos. You never know. Oh, well, you're going to need one. All right, the farm's off. Let's switch the fuel supply off. Might as well let it build that back up. Okay, so we need to now, well, you want to show the inner working. So let's go back down. Yep, down. Ding. Splash. Okay, alright, so come back down the hallway, come back down to where the recycler / storage is, and come up the ladder here. This ladder takes you into the maintenance area, where you can adjust redstone if needed, or you've got chests of junk that we've got still up here that I need to send home to be put in main storage still. A bit lazy there. Now, this device here is the auto recycler bit. So if we switch it on, what happens is everything gets recycled and sent up to like the bone meal storage upstairs. That's how that's controlled. Over here is pretty much the clock. That's right, we have a piston that pushes out a whatchamacallit and creates a clock which pretty much makes the entire farm function, to be honest with you. Very important indeed. Now if we come out here and up here, this is very maintenance. There we go. Alright, so this is the inner walls. As you can see, I've got the obsidian part, and then we've got the fake castle part. This is sort of the inner part of the walls here. You can see all the redstone and the pistons and all that good stuff. I should explain this all in a little bit more detail. Oh, I didn't put a lever on this side. I got a button on the other side. Flamin' galadate, I'm going to have to remove the door for now. Okay, let's go into the actual tank itself. There's the view. Alright, so it's probably easier to explain a little bit more detail if I come over here. Okay, and yeah, alright, so let me give this a shot and explain how every side is actually working. So, as you can see, we've got a dispenser here, and what that's actually doing is the bottom one here is dispensing into this block here, which is, it's pretty much bone mealing the block. That's what the clock downstairs is controlling. So every pulse, it's bone mealing the block. And when you bone meal the block, it obviously grows grass. It has a chance to grow a mushroom, a fungi, and you know that turns into the actual tree itself. But it's not all the time. And obviously, we have this bottom piston, which is independent of the rest of the system, will automatically break the grass if it's a grass block. But if it is a mushroom to be grown into an actual tree, well, obviously this dispenser here, will dispense him, growing him into a full tree. You get it? And what will happen then, obviously it sends out a signal. That's what this here is for. And that signal controls the rest of the pistons that are different from this piston and will push the entire thing out. And that's how it runs. That's how it functions. And it just constantly does that. That's what the tick, tick, tick noise. And as you can see, we've got minecart hoppers underneath, because every time it breaks a grass or a root or whatever, the minecart hopper will suck it up and send it down for recycling, because we try not to waste anything here. The farm was in the early days, was very heavy on bone meal, as you can imagine. But nowadays, she's very self-sufficient. Most of the stuff being recycled, and the other bit, the rest of it coming from the kelp farm itself. But that's pretty much how it works. A lot of fine tuning. We had errors and problems. Like example, we found out that eventually this block here turns back into a normal block eventually, and will not grow our trees anymore. So we had to find a way to keep it from doing that, because every time the piston goes out, even quickly to break the grass, has a chance to reset the block pretty much, which is not good. So we have this system down here, which pretty much spreads out that way. It was fantastic. So even if it does turn into a regular block again, this will prevent it from actually doing that. And I've got that on every side is exactly the same. Even the other variant, as you can see, the warped, and same sort of system. Yeah, a lot of fine tuning went into getting this farm to function and work right. Trust me, lots and lots of hours went into it. A lot of errors, a lot of things we had to find out. But yeah, like even the woods and all the stuff that gets pushed down into the middle here, we found out one hopper was actually not enough. It clogged the hopper up because it was going too fast. So we put multiple hoppers with a multiple hopper downstairs unloading system and a buffer chest to prevent any build-up we may have. So you can run it for hours without having to worry about hoppers being clogged up. Because we did do test runs for 5 minutes at a time, 10 minutes at a time, etc. And we found wood was it was a lot of wood. But to be honest, what was more than wood was a lot of the byproduct stuff, the ones that were going to be recycled, clogging up the hopper line. And one hopper was not enough to just take it all. So we had to, beef that up and all that good stuff there. But as you can see, this is the main cell. Oh, you can see the TNT duper up there. I'm just using pretty much a regular one. We had a problem with that in the beginning too. We had to build the shell around it to make it like a drop chute, because we found if we didn't have the shell around it, there's a chance the TNT flew out. That's right. And we had it fly at the back, I'm pretty sure, and it blasted all our redstone at the bum end. Obviously, a little bit upset about that. So we just put some obsidian running down. And what that means is if it try to fly off in a direction, it actually hits the obsidian and then drops down. So at the end of the day, it'll end up in the water somewhere, or somewhere in the bottom of the tank here, which obsidian is blast proof, followed by water's even more blast proof. Yeah, so we haven't had any stray TNT since that. Yeah, we'll leave that door there for now. And yeah, every side's the same, and we've got clocks in here pretty much to turn the systems on and off. As you can see, we've got flow. We've even got buffer chests here, because we found that the piston extending to reset the block to push the grass off, the roots off, was filling the hopper line a bit too quickly. So we put a buffer chest in there for just to store any excess that will happen. A lot of the bottom end of the towers here, as you can see, are empty. Again, it's just a fake castle. It's just a shell around it to make it look good. I don't have any ender pearls on me, or else I would throw some out over there, but it's pretty much the same right around the farm. Yeah, so down we go again. And back in. That was just the maintenance area. Close up the door because there are some little bit not lit up bits there, so I sort of want to keep that separate. These two hopper lines here are the storage. there's not really much to tell about that. Yeah, I don't know why this dirt block's in here. I have a feeling an Enderman has placed it down, if you know what I mean. Holy smokes. But there you go. Well, there's not really much more to tell about this farm. It is a four-sided, fully automatic wood farm that produces all the wood that we're ever going to need. It's bloody fantastic, this farm. So I now have an iron farm and a wood farm, and it just makes it so I have unlimited hoppers without having to farm more, and I can make as much chests as we want. Now, the decoration itself, as you can see, I've gone ahead and just put pretty much wart blocks all the way around. I did that on purpose to hide the redstone. Oh, I should show you that. Come on out. Open sesame. Okay, so the reason why we have all those around, if you sort of look up, is underneath or in the middle of all the wart blocks there is redstone. That's right, all that is redstone, and all that in the middle is TNT duper with all the controls for it, like the safety switches and stuff. I could take you up for a better shot. I should actually sleep first. Yep. Putting all these beds down, setting all my spawn points. There we go. Bob's your uncle. I'll take you for a quick fly up there. Alright, take you for a better shot as well. There you go. That's what she looks like. Alright, we can slowly land on her. We'll be okay. Whoa! Oh, I nearly fell off. Flamin' Gala. Okay. Alright, so yeah, underneath where we're standing is redstone. Redstone connecting every tower together. Because obviously when remember the automatic mode I was trying to explain before, which I probably mucked up. So when a tree does grow, it sends a signal up here and around the edge to the TNT duper in the middle, saying, and the TNT duper's like, oh, better put a TNT down. That's literally how it works underneath us. And obviously, if multiple sides grow, we don't want that signal going flash, 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 you know, sending 3 lots of TNT down, which could make them fly out anywhere. So pretty much when the signal does come into the main room here, tells the TNT duper to go off, it also blocks the signal from any more signals coming through to this area. You can adjust the settings. I'll break in here. Let me break in just to sort of show you. There you go. Look down here. I can more show you guys. And it's not a great angle, is it? Trying to show you a bit more of angle, but I'm trying not to destroy my farm as well. But see, I've tried to hide all the redstone. That's why I haven't shown you guys like the fine details up here, because you can't. I've hidden it all under stuff. But if I wanted to adjust how much TNT, I could come up here. See, this is a clock. I could put a couple more items. If I put this dirt in here, that means, you know, TNT can't go off as often. And yeah, all that good stuff. It's bloody fantastic farm. It works like a treat. And eventually, all the way around this farm, I'm going to have a lot of the trees grown here, so it'll look even better. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to come to an end here. Thanks for watching this showcase on my four-sided wood farm. Don't forget, if you want to know like more about it, it's best to go check out my Minecraft series called a Minecraft survival series called Minecraft Down Under. It's where we're up to season 4 and we're building a nice base and all sorts of weird stuff and farms and all that good stuff. But in there, we build it in survival and piece by piece. I literally show from the start to now how she's built, because a lot of people's going to want like all this stripped back and want to know all more of the redstone and the first test run and all the safety features. Well, the best spot for that is my Minecraft series, and I'll leave a link in the description for you to go through and find roughly what episode I start on on this farm, but it's later on in the series. I'll try leave all that in the description below. I'll see if I can hunt that down for you and put all the information you're going to need in the description below. So you can just sort of watch that and gain more knowledge if you're trying to build one of these suckers in your own survival world. But I highly recommend it because it literally just produces as much wood as you're ever going to need. And chests are just, it's fantastic. Now don't forget, if you enjoyed this showcase video, make sure you smash those buttons, like, subscribe, comment below, share on your favorite social media, and I'll catch you all later.